Shalom, shalom wa ahaba, mishpachah, shalom wa ahaba, peace and love, family, peace and love. It's your Agnaraya ben Yaounde, Neria ben Yahuda ben Yasharal. Whatever your dialect may be, may I say shalom to you all, to the whole house of Yasharal, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, to wherever we've been driven to the lands of our captivity. Hallelujah. All 12 tribes, may I say shalom to you all. Mishpachah. Yo, over here in these divided states of America, man, sometimes it's like you gotta laugh to keep from crying. And the only reason that I would even say laugh to keep from crying because we are in this country that is falling. You know, like the Honorable Robert Nestor Marley said, "Hear the voice of the Israelite, I say." Babylon, your throne gone down, gone down. Babylon, your throne gone down. Hallelujah. Mishpachah, I want to share with y'all today an article from Newsmax. I'm going to read something to you, and I'm going to tell you why the signs are the times and prepare for the fall of Babylon, Mishpachah. And I know that Babylon is a world power, but I'm talking about the piece of Babylon over here in these divided states of America. Because I'm going to read something to you that I came across today in the mainstream news on a trusted source. You know, Newsmax don't give it all to you, but they give you more than CNN, Fox News, and MSNBC. But I'm going to share something with you about the U.S. military, Mishpachah. Those who supposed to be defending this land, this divided states of wickedness. You understand? And while the armies of the world, the armies of Gog and Magog, the armies of China and Russia, they out there, you know, the Chinese out there doing sit-ups and push-ups on cut glass, breaking bottles in their mouth, you know, doing all kinds of wild, barbaric things to prepare for war. You know, the armies of Russia, they out there running, shirtless on the beach or shirtless in the snow. Ain't no beaches in Russia. Sleekar, they running shirtless in the snow out there, wrestling polar bears and y'all knows what else. And what are we doing over here? Well, let's find out what the army of these divided states of America. And we're going to read out of Newsmax. We're going to read from Newsmax, fair use. And the title of this is, As Russia Attacks Ukraine, U.S. Army officers trained on transgender identity. Can you believe this? You can't make this up. So while the rest of the world and the armies of the world are preparing for war, our generals and our commanders are being trained on all the new pronouns. You know, he, she, them, her, LGBTQ, MMOP, lettuce, guacamole, bacon, tomato, cucumber, peanut butter, and everything else. You know what I'm saying? So this place is done because they are being attacked from the outside in, Mishpachah. I'm a Sleekah. I apologize. They are being attacked from the inside out. And this place is destined to fall. Let's read this. While the Russian invasion of Ukraine continues, the U.S. Army's priority is on training its soldiers about gender pronouns and when to offer gender transition, and when to offer gender transition surgery, according to an official Army presentation obtained by the Washington Free Beacon, entitled Policy on the Military Service of Transgender Persons and Persons with Gender Dysphoria. The mandatory training was mandatory. You're going to learn about this today. You're going to learn about Sodom and Sodom. You're going to learn how to respect these Sodomites in Sodom and Gomorrah. You know what I'm saying? You're going to fight with these degenerates. The mandatory training was reportedly given to officers last month, along with instructions for training their subordinates on the material. The Free Beacon obtained portions of the presentation from a whistleblower who shared it with the news outlet. The materials come from an official program used to train Army personnel on the recent changes to the DoD and Army transgender service policy. An Army spokesman confirmed to the Free Beacon. As per the spokesman, all Army personnel are required to participate in the training by September 30th. The training follows an announcement last June that the Army is changing its policies to transgender soldiers can serve openly. They can just sashay. It's going to get zesty in the military. It's about to get zesty. And it's going to get tested too, because a lot of them brothers in the military, they from Middle and Southern America. They don't get down like that. It's falling. Transgender soldiers can serve openly. The policy shift is part of a larger effort by the Biden administration to make the military more inclusive of transgender people. Congressional Republicans and some within the military have pushed back, saying the policy changes promote woke propaganda within the service. The Free Beacon reports that as the Russian invasion of Ukraine threatens to kindle a larger European conflict, military experts and insiders are concerned that the Pentagon doesn't have its priorities in order. Of course not. These boys over here learning how to lock and load. The man, Russia and China is preparing for battle. And you out here training people how to deal with somebody who think the Most High got it wrong when they was born. You know what I mean? So they get used to these boys that want to wear girl stuff. Tailored for Army commanders and leaders. The Army now. Tailored for Army commanders and leaders. The presentation states that an otherwise qualified soldier shall not be involuntarily separated, discharged, or denied re-enlistment or continuation of service on the basis of gender identity. The offer offers several hypothetical scenarios for how soldiers should be treated if they identify as transgender. Gender transition in the Army, the presentation states, begins when a soldier receives a diagnosis from a military medical provider indicating the gender transition is medically necessary. The Army spokesperson, who confirmed the authenticity of the materials, said the Army service is open to all who meet the standards. We remain committed to treating all soldiers with dignity and respect while ensuring good order and discipline, the spokesman said. Soldiers who meet those standards can serve openly in their self-identified gender. Just to hell with the Most High, y'all. Just forget what he determined you to be in the womb. He got it wrong. You could just pick what you want to be out here. Self-identified gender. Dakota Wood, a Marine Corps veteran at the Heritage Foundation, said the Army presentation uses progressive language. A telling phrase in the presentation, assigned male or female at birth, reveals that whoever developed the presentation material and the policy being implemented accepts the argument that gender is an artificial construct rather than a biological reality. These people are insane. You understand? You keep hanging around and keep listening to crazy people, you're going to end up crazy. Wood told the Free Beacon this is a highly controversial argument promoted by the progressive left and rejected by the conservative right. The new Army policy threatens to erode cohesion among soldiers, the Marine added, forcing soldiers to accept the premise that one can choose their gender and therefore change how they are to be treated. Creates friction within organizations that are dependent on unity and cohesion to be successful in combat, he said. America done, Mishpachah. Prepare for the fall. Prepare for the fall. Because the next major war, this country is going to be totally deteriorated and dilapidated from the inside out. I firmly believe that many of the people that the American public has voted into office have already been paid off and are already working for foreign entities. That is my belief. Because why would you take a country that was energy independent, and then the first thing y'all do when y'all get in office is make us back dependent on the very people that are waging war on us? And I just want y'all to think, and for the children of Yasharel, good news for us is bad news for everybody else. And let's just pray that the whole house of Yasharel, whatever land you stand on, when this place goes up in fire flames, will be like Goshen was to our ancestors. And may the Most High y'all find you all in safety in this time of judgment. And until we meet again, Mishpachah, always remember to keep the fire burning. A little more oil in my lungs. Hallelujah. Kuma Yasharel. Kwam Yasha'Allah. Rise. Yisrael. Shalom. Shalom. Salama Mishpachah. Hallelujah.